Hello everyone and welcome to my channel DIY Home and Crafts. My name is Jazz and I'm very excited to have you here today, guys. For today's video, I put together my top 25 DIYs and hacks that I have done this year using Dollar Tree supplies and things that I have in my home to make them all on a budget. I take all of the DIYs and I put them all together in this video for you guys. So I really hope that you like it. If you do, please tap big thumbs up and make sure that you are subscribed to this channel. Guys, I also want to say that this video is sponsored by Hoover. A huge thank you to them. I'm going to leave you the link of Hoover in my description box, as well as on my social media pages and my other channel, JAZOMY Home Box. I hope that you are ready because I am. Let's DIY together. Dollar Tree has been carrying these wall removable tiles and wallpapers for a while now, but they start bringing new designs and I love them. They are perfect for like laundry walls, a girl's bathroom. I love those vibrant colors, faux wood, faux bricks, and others with neutral colors and designs. I really love the faux bricks. I decided to stick these on the wall close to the fireplace and I really love how this looks. It gives a really realistic look, but it was really on a budget. I think that the bricks and the faux wood can bring a really nice touch to a boy's bathroom or an office. Now, like I said, they also have the wall removable tiles and I really like this. I have seen so many people putting these on a bathroom close to the mirror or using them as a backsplash on the kitchen. But you can do so many DIYs and so many projects with these too, and I'm going to show you a really easy one that you can do. I'm going to be using this wall removable tile with this pattern. I think it's just perfect for summer, and I'm going to stick them on a cylinder vase. You can use a glass one from Dollar Tree. I'm just reusing this one that I have, and I'm just going to stick these on my cylinder and I'm going to add some plants on the top. I'm going to be putting these on my kitchen and I really love how it turned out because I love this tile, I love this pattern, and I don't want to cover my whole backsplash on the kitchens, and this is a great way to add tile or this pattern in my kitchen without having to stick anything on my walls. Dollar Tree have a huge space for toys and you can be creative and you can do so many DIYs with these toys. I found two soccer balls. They are like foamy soccer balls that your kids can use, but also they are great for DIYs. I'm going to be using these two that had different sizes and I'm going to be painting them with spray paint, and just to make it easier, I'm going to insert a bamboo skewer. That way it's going to be so much easier to spray the balls with the spray paint, and I'm going to be using this satin wildflower blue that I really like. I use this a lot for Easter and now I want to use it for these balls. This is going to be like my vase color, but for the vase color you can use any color that you like. I'm also going to be using these glass gems that you can get at Dollar Tree and it comes in different colors. It's transparent, like a light blue, green, blue. I found these two colors that I really like. It's like a green tone that is going to look so good with the blue vase from the soccer ball. So what I'm going to do is to stick all of these glass gems on the balls, and then for that I'm going to be using super glue and hot glue. This way is going to stick faster because of the hot glue, but it's going to stay stronger and well attached because of the super glue. You can start at any point of the ball and just start sticking all of them as close as you can. I leave a small space on the bottom of this ball because I want to put these on a table and I want to make sure that it's going to stay there, like it's not going to move because this is a ball. So I'm going to leave a small space on the bottom without the glass gems, and that way the ball is going to be more stable. Once I'm done with the first one, I'm going to be working with the next ball. This one is a little bit bigger, so I got 2 packages of the glass gems and I'm going to start just doing the same process. I'm going to stick them with hot glue and super glue to cover the whole bulb. But again, I'm going to leave a small space on the bottom so that way the bulb can stay stable and it's not going to be moving. And this is how this project turned out. I'm so happy and excited about this project. I think it's one of my favorites. They look amazing, perfect for your outdoor table or maybe on your bathroom or any space. They look beautiful. For this project, you are going to need 2 of these closed domes from Dollar Tree. They are plastic and they are so good to do so many projects, and they have a really high-end look that I love on them. This time I'm going to be using them for something a little bit different. Now you're going to need 2 of these. You're going to need a sanding sponge and you're going to start sanding these plastic pieces. Once you sand them, they are going to have like these milk glass look that I really like. They're going to have a little bit of texture and they are going to look almost white. You can paint them if you want, but I think this is super cool and it looks so much better, so I'm going to leave them like that. Now I want to make some like patterns and lines on these pieces. I'm going to be using some tape to help me create perfect lines on these 2 pieces. Now those lines, I want them to have a different color. I'm going to be using these hazelnut from Waverly chalk paint, and I wanted to have texture, so for that you can use some sand. I get it from the backyard and I just add it to the paint, mix it, and then I'm going to be applying all of the paints on those lines. You need to dry these super good. Maybe you can use a heat tool. I did that and it works amazing. And once you have that part ready, you can remove the tape. This is how they look and I really like it. It has a really nice texture and it gives a really nice touch. Now these are going to be like some bells, so I want them to have a small string. I'm going to be using some twine. I'm going to add fire to the twine. This is going to make it look better. I'm going to make 2 knots and create like 2 loops on each side of the piece of twine that I'm using, and then each of the sides I'm going to stick them on the top of this bell with hot glue. Once I was done, this is how this project turned out. And I really like it. I think it looks beautiful. It's super unique. I was inspired by a bells that I saw on Target, but these bells only cost me $2 or $3 to make and I love them. These Ziploc bag storage organizers that are like super trendy right now. Everybody is buying these, but I will love to organize my Ziploc bags because I have them in all the sizes. But these organizers are pretty expensive, from like $59, $69, $48. So I decided to DIY my own Ziploc bag organizer. I went to Dollar Tree and grabbed these organizer beans that you see. You can find these in the kitchen section. So I got 1 large one and 2 medium ones. The medium ones comes in a set of 2, which is pretty nice. I'm only going to be using 3 of the smaller ones and only 1 of the big one. These organizers are pretty nice because you can attach them together and you can create like any form or any shape that you want with them. So that's what I did. This is the way that I put them all together. Now I want to change the color. I want the outside to look a little bit more modern, so I decided to go with some spray paint in black color. I spray paint these outside and then let it dry. Now that I have these painted, I'm going to be working with like the lid of these. So for that, you can use maybe like jumbo popsicle sticks, but this time I decided to go with these stir sticks that you can get at Lowe's, Walmart, Home Depot for like less than $1, and just start measuring all of them to see where I need to cut them. I use only 2 packages of these, which means that you're going to use a total of 6 stir sticks. With my saw machine, I cut 5 stir sticks about 12 inches long and 2 other ones about 8 inches long. I have that part ready. I want to change the color. I still want these to look made out of wood, so I decided to use just some wax and antique color, and to make it a little bit lighter, just add a little bit of water. Once I paint everything, I'm going to be drying all of the wood with my heat tool. Once they are all dry, it's time to start sticking them together. First, I'm going to be making like a square piece with 4 of these stir sticks. I'm going to stick them together with my my hot glue gun, but you can use a wooden glue just to make it a little bit more stronger. Now that I have this square piece, I'm going to be using the containers just to measure where I need to stick the rest of the stir sticks. And guys, I am DIYing this project just because I want to save some money. But if you like the ones from Amazon and you don't want to like DIY anything, of course you can buy them. I'm going to leave you the link of the ones that I was inspired by in the description box of this video, so you can check them. But if you want to just save some money, you can recreate this DIY, and you can send me some pictures of your projects on my Instagram, DIY by Jazz. So make sure that you follow me over there too. Now, because this is going to be for my Ziploc bags, I decided to add some stickers that I did with my Cricut that says quart, snack, sandwich, and gallon. Or you can paint these by hand, or you can use like a stencil or something like that. And now the final part is just to add all of the Ziplocs where they need to go. Super easy to grab them. These storage containers are the perfect size for these Ziploc bag sizes, and I just love it so much. It's so functional, and you can store these on a drawer or maybe on your pantry, and I really like it. It's a nice way to keep those areas organized. And I DIY this project with only like $5 or $6, and I'm just so happy with how it turned out. For the next project, you have to look for the mats that Dollar Tree have. They have so many, and I decided to go with a simple one. This is like a dog mat, so I decided to go with that one. I'm also going to need some stones, and this time I decided to go with these black stones that are so cute. They are perfect, just the perfect stones for this project. I get 4 packages of stones for this project, and I'm going to start basically just sticking all of these stones on my mat. But because this is going to be an outdoor mat, you need a really good glue. So I got this silicone glue at Amazon. It costs like $3 or $4, so inexpensive, and it's more than enough for this mat. So I'm going to leave you the link of this glue in the description box of this video. Like I said, I get 4 packages of these stones, and I only ended up using like 3 packages and a half, and I stick all of the rocks in my mat. I let it dry for 24 hours, and this is how my project turned out. Guys, it's a super easy project. It's going to take a little bit of time because you have to glue all of these like stones, but for me it was so relaxing, and I really enjoyed doing it. And I hope that you like this idea. It's a unique piece that you can do at home, and it looks really expensive, but it was on a budget. Now Now for the spring season, Dollar Tree brings so many planters, and this time I found this planter trolley at Dollar Tree, and it's so nice. It has wheels and it comes, I think, in 3 different colors. I decided to go with the very neutral one, but later I decided to paint it. So I'm going to be removing the sticker it has, and I'm going to be painting these with some spray paint in black color, and then I let it dry. When I was painting these, I decided to remove the wheels that it has, but if you paint with the wheels, maybe they're going to stick, so you can remove them. It's going to be easier for paint, and then you can just add them on the bottom part of this planter trolley. Now I want to work on a vase for this planter. I decided to go rustic, so I'm going to be use a cardboard from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to cut a circle the same size of my planter, and then I'm going to be using some Jumbo craft sticks that I have. You can get these from Walmart, or I think Dollar Tree sells them in a smaller size, so you can try to find that. And then I'm going to be cutting one side to make sure it has a straight edge, and then I'm just going to start adding hot glue on my cardboard and start sticking all of the craft sticks. I'm not creating like any exact pattern, but I just wanted to cover the whole circle. So yeah, that's what I did. It's super easy and simple and fast to make. Now that they are all stick, I'm going to be using some really good scissors, and I'm going to start cutting the sticks. My black cardboard on the back is going to be my guide, so I just cut them. It's pretty easy to cut if you have good scissors, and then you can use a sanding sponge to sand all of the edges to make it look so much better. Now you can paint it any color. I want to have like that wood texture, so I decided to go with some wax. I add a little bit of water just to make it easier to paint, and the color is going to be a little bit lighter. I paint the whole piece, and then I'm going to be drying these with my heat tool. Works amazing. I'm going to leave you the link in the description box of this product. And once that part is ready and everything is dry, you can add some hot glue on the base of your planter, and then you can add a circle with the sticks. And yeah, this is all super easy DIY that anyone can do with these planter trolleys from Dollar Trees that you can get right now. This is perfect to make it a tray, add some plants. Maybe you can put it outside on your backyard, and it's going to look awesome. As you may know already, I moved to Puerto Rico less than a month ago. I wish I can say that everything has been great, but having long distance move is a lot. Many boxes and messes, but I'm thankful to have my family helping with everything, and of course my Hoover vacuum. I got an early Christmas gift from Hoover this year, and it's the new Emerge Pet cordless vacuum. This vacuum is a bomb. It's cordless, which is very convenient and a must for me because I don't like cables on my way when vacuuming. So I really like that, and it works with the 1 power battery system. You can increase or decrease the power level depending where are you cleaning, like hard floors, carpet, rugs. And this new house is all hard floors, and you can always see, oh my god, like all of the dust, and I feel like I'm always cleaning my floors. And no joke, the broom and I don't have like a good relationship, so I prefer to use my Hoover vacuum because it cleans 100% better and faster, removing every mess from fine dust, my dog's hair, which is a lot, and kid messes, especially now with all of the sprinkles and the baking stuff that we like to do for Christmas. Another thing that I really like is the light that have close to like the dual brushes. It's the first vacuum that I have that comes with a light. I love it, and I think I'm never going back. It easily converts to a hand vacuum with different tools to clean hard to reach areas. Sometimes my kids like to eat in the couch, so you may know what that means. And it works great when you have to clean like your car or the ceiling or my dog cage, which is always full of pet hair. Once I'm done, I just have to release the dirt cup and empty it, and I really love that it also have like these self-standing position, which is awesome when you have to like pause vacuuming for a moment, or for storage too. I cannot be happier with my Hoover vacuum, and I really recommend it. So if you need like a last minute gift idea, or you want to change your cleaning routine for best in 2023, get the new Hoover Emerge Pet Cordless Vacuum. I can say that it's a must to have in every home, so make sure that you check the description box and click my Hoover link so you can also have your best cleaning friend in your household. You are going to need a piece of branch that looks like a tree. I remove all of the leaves, and then I'm going to be using some black paint, and I'm going to spray paint these outside, and then I'm going to let it dry. Once it is dry, this is how it looks, and I really like it. Now you have to put these on a pot or something like that. I decided to use this black pitcher that I just have at home. I add some foam inside to be able to stick my branch, and then I cover everything with some moss from Dollar Tree. Now I'm going to be using these cute bats that you can get at Dollar Tree. You maybe can use spiders or these bats, or maybe ghosts. You have so many options, and they have a clip, so I just clip them on my branches of my tree, and that's it. This is how they look. And I love this. It's a super easy DIY that anyone can do. I just buy the bats for this project because I have everything else, and I love the way it looks. Beautiful, high-end look, and everything was on a budget. You are going to need some canvas, and for that you can go to Dollar Tree, grab a canvas from the dollar store, or if you go to Five Below, you're going to find canvases that are in a square shape. The ones from Dollar Tree are rectangular. So for this project, I recommend using like a square shape canvas. Hope that makes sense. And first, what I'm going to do is to remove the staples to be able to take out the canvas fabric from the wood frame. Then you can use the canvas fabric, and you can use any color you want. I decided to go with black. I give it 2 really nice coats of black chalk paint, and then I just cut the edges to be able to fit this on the back of my wood frame. Then what I'm going to do is to use some rope from the Dollar Tree, and then I'm going to cut 4 pieces to be able to stick them on my canvas, and I'm gonna try to make the tic-tac-toe game. Once that part is ready, you're going to need some pumpkins. I decided to go with pumpkins to make this project really cool and perfect for fall. And those are going to be basically like the pieces that I'm going to be using for this game. This is how the project turned out, and I think it's a really cute and fun touch to add to like a living room. And you can change the pumpkins for maybe some pine cones for Christmas or something like that, or different flowers in the spring season, and have the perfect tic-tac-toe game for any season. You can check at the crafters square section for this wood container. It comes in different shapes, like an apple and a castle, but I really like these pineapples because they are great now for summer. So I take 3 of them, and what I'm going to do is to stick these 3 pineapple containers together with hot glue. You can use wooden glue just to make it so much stronger, but I like the hot glue because it dries faster. Once I stick all of these pineapple containers together, I decide to paint these. You can use any color you want. You can use a stain. I'm going to be using some wax in antique color to paint these wood. And what I like to do is to add a little bit of water on the wax to make the color a little bit lighter, and it's going to be so much easier and faster to paint. Next, I'm going to dry everything with my heat tool. That always works amazing, and you can find the link of that in the description box of this video. I decided to use these pineapple containers to organize the plastic spoons and knives that I have and I like to use when I have parties or to go outside and make a barbecue. You can identify that by making a small label. I decided to use some Scrabble letters that I get from Amazon. I'm going to leave you the link of that in the description box. I add the first letter on each pineapple container, and then I just have to organize my utensils and put them where they go. You maybe can add another pineapple to put straws or something like that. I think it's so perfect when you have a party to keep your utensils organized in a cute way. I'm going to be using more of these Easter eggs from Dollar Tree. As you can see, they come also in different colors, and I'm going to be painting them because I want a more neutral tone. So I'm going to add all of them in a bamboo skewer to a piece of foam, and then I'm going to spray paint them outside with these like matte river rock color that I really like. Now again, I'm going to be using a box to paint to create like all of the small dots on the eggs, because these part, guys, is super messy, so you want to do that. Put them inside of a box and then add the small dots with the black paint in a toothbrush. I did the same thing with some white eggs, and this time I'm going to be using 4 different colors of eggs. I'm going to be using the blue one that I spray paint with the wildflower blue tone, the ones with the matte river rock color, the other ones in white, and I also paint 3 eggs with the acrylic paint color. So I'm going to be using 4 different tones. Now I want to make small holes on each of the eggs on each side of the egg, so I'm going to be using my soldering tool that works amazing. I'm going to leave you the link of the description box of this product because it works super good for so many things, so you can check the link in the description box. Once I did all of the holes on my Easter eggs, I'm going to need a piece of twine and a needle. I don't have one, so I'm going to create my own with a toothpick and some hot glue, and that's it. And I'm going to start adding all of the eggs on the piece of twine, creating a pattern with these 4 different colors. Once I have that part ready, I'm just going to make some small knots on each side, and I'm going to be adding this super cute garland on my mantle, and I really like it. I love how it looks, and I think it matched really well with the rest of the decoration. It was super easy to make and budget friendly. This project, you can use these sign from Dollar Tree. You can find these on the Valentine's section or in the spring section too, but this time I decided to use this wooden plaque that I just have at home, and I really like it because it's super thick, and I got it from Walmart on clearance for like 98 cents or something like that. So this is what I'm going to be using for this project. Now you can stain these, you can paint it. I decided to use some wax in antique color from Waverly, and I just add a little bit of water, and this is going to help me a lot to paint my wood and make it just a little bit lighter. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to paint the whole piece with the wax, and then I'm going to be drying everything with my heat tool. Like I always said, I love these tool. I use it in so many projects, basically on every single project when I'm painting. And I got it from Amazon. I have this tool for like 2 years now, and it's still working pretty good. So I'm going to leave you the link in the description box of this video. Once this piece of wood is dry, I'm going to be using 2 of these cake pans from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to be using 2. I'm going to remove the sticker, and then I'm going to be using some black spray paint, and I'm going to spray paint these outside, and then I'm going to let them dry. Once they are painted, this is how they look. Now I'm going to start sticking these, one of the cake pans on the bottom part of the piece of wood that I have. I'm going to be using hot glue, but if you want these to be a little bit stronger, you can use E6000 or super glue. Once I have that cake pan stick to my piece of wood, I'm going to be working on the other cake pan. What I'm going to be doing is to add some marbles on my cake pan, and this is super cool because this is going to make this piece like a Lazy Susan, and it's so cool. You just have to add some marbles on the other cake pan and just add the other whole piece on top, and that's it. You have a really nice, simple and budget-friendly Lazy Susan. You can use these to organize like spices and things like that, or you can use it as a decor piece on your dining table or on your kitchen. You can add some decor, and that's it. For this project, I'm going to be using this giant planter from Dollar Tree. I think it's the biggest one that you can find at Dollar Tree, and I love the shape it has. Now I want to change the texture, so I'm going to be using some spackling from Dollar Tree, or you can get this from Home Depot or Lowe's. I'm going to be using gloves to be able to spread the spackling all over my planter. And when you are doing this, you can be so creative. You can try to create different patterns or texture with the spackling. And I think that you can create a really nice technique by using gloves. This is going to protect your hand, but it's also going to create a nice texture on your planter. I did the same on the outside and on the inside of this planter, and then I'm going to let it dry. I really like this spackling because it's pink first, and then once it is dry, it changes color to white, and that way I know that it's completely dry. And then I'm going to be changing the color. I'm going to be using some spray paint in matte black color. I'm going to spray paint this outside, and then I'm going to let it dry. Now you can leave your planter just like it is, black, or you can create an H look, which is what I'm going for. I'm going to be using some Waverly chalk paint. I'm going to be using a hazelnut color, some wax in antique color, and also plaster color, which is like a creamy white. And then if you want, you can mix the colors a little bit to have like a happy medium between all of them. And you can use a brush, or you can use a piece of napkin. I think that's what really helps creating this technique. It was so fun, so easy to make. I just play with the colors and just the way I want my planter to look using these 3 colors. Once you have that part ready, you just have to let it dry really well, and this is how your planter or your pot is going to look like. Now you can add some flowers or greenery. I decided to use this foliage from Dollar Tree. I got 4 of them, and I put them all inside of my planter. I think I need more just to make it look a little bit fuller, but this is how my project turned out. Guys, this planter only cost me $1.25, and look at the difference. It has this really beautiful high-end and H look that I love. I put my planter on my coffee table, and it looks huge and beautiful, and I love it. You are going to need corn husks, and you can get these at any supermarket or even Amazon, and I'm going to leave you a link in the description box. These corn husks are very wide and I need the pieces a little bit more thin, so I'm going to be breaking them in pieces to make those a little bit more thinner, and then I'm going to be sticking about 5 pieces together with hot glue and make them look like in different directions, and this is what will make my wreath look bigger and fuller. So I did a bunch of those. Then I'm going to be using this foam wreath from Dollar Tree. I want to change the color, so I'm going to be using some chalk paint in hazelnut color. I'm going to give it one coat and then I'm going to let it dry. Once my wreath is dry, I'm going to start sticking all of the corn husks, and basically what I need to do is to cover the whole foam wreath. So I'm going to be using some hot glue. Make sure that you completely cover the foam wreath, and you can keep sticking these corn husks until you think that your wreath looks big and full. From there, if you want to add an extra touch, I'm going to be using these. They are like dry grass. I don't even know where I get them. I have them for so long, but I'm going to be using these just to give it an extra touch and more dimension to my wreath, and I'm going to start sticking these in between the corn husks, and I'm going to be using just a little bit of hot glue. Once I was done, this is how my project turned out, and I really like it. I'm so happy and proud about this project. I think it looks beautiful, and it was so easy, fun, and cheap to make. It's so nice and cute when you have your dining table and everything is set up, but sometimes that can be a little bit expensive because you have to add the plates and the napkins and the chargers. Well, this time I decided to make some chargers super inexpensive using these wooden hearts from Dollar Tree. First, you want to make sure that you cover those holes. You can use a wood filler if you are going to paint these with some kind of stain or wax. So that's what I did, and then I'm going to be using my Waverly wax in antique color. I just add a little bit of water, and that is going to make it easier to apply, and it's going to look a little bit lighter. Once I have that part ready, I just have to let it dry, and I add all of the plates on the top of my new charger. It's perfect now for Valentine's. I love how it looks, and it cost me only $1.25 to make it because I already have the wax and the wood filler. For this next project, I'm going to be using this rug from Dollar Tree, and I really like it. You can do, oh my god, like so many projects with this rug, and I like the pattern it has, and you can use any side of this rug for this project. And what I'm going to do is to use only one of these rugs, fold it in half, and I'm going to add glue only on the edges, but I'm going to leave a small gap on the bottom part. Once I stick both edges, I'm going to fold the small gap on each side, and then I'm going to add hot glue. It's going to look like a small triangle on the bottom part of this. Once you stick that with hot glue or fabric glue or E6000 glue, you can turn your rug over, and it's going to look like you use a saw machine, and it's going to look super good. And if you want to add like an extra touch of texture, maybe you can add a ribbon or something, or you can simply just turn the top part of this bag over, just to give it like that extra touch and make the bag just a little bit smaller. And you can put so many things inside of this. You can use these for storage, organization. I decided to put toilet paper and add these in my bathroom, but you can put so many things, maybe a plant or towels or things like that, and I really like how it turned out. Have you ever seen these mushrooms from Dollar Tree before. For me, this is new and I love them so much. I really like the green it has, but I don't know, I think I want something a little bit more neutral and modern. So I decided to use some chalk paint in black color, and I'm going to be painting only the green part of these mushrooms. It's super easy, and I highly recommend using chalk paint because it's super easy to paint ceramic. And guys, these mushrooms come in different colors that you can choose from, but if you want to paint them, the color doesn't really matter. And then I'm going to be drying everything with my heat tool. Now that the black paint is completely dry, I'm going to be using some chalk paint in white color, a brush, and then I'm going to start adding so many dots on my mushrooms. I think this is going to give it like a realistic look. It's going to have a high-end look, and I just love it so much. Guys, you can get these ceramic mushrooms and paint them any color to make it match with your spring decor. I'm going to be using a few on my home because I love them so much. I love mushrooms, and yeah, I hope that you like this idea. You are going to need one of these floral foams rings that Dollar Tree have, and I want to change the color. I decided to use some chalk paint in hazelnut color. I'm going to give it just one coat of paint, and then I'm going to let it dry. I paint this color because I'm going to be using some twine, or you can use some rope or jute to cover the whole ring. So this is a pretty nice color that you can use to match the color of the twine. So what I did was to start adding a little bit of hot glue and stick the side of this twine, and then I'm going to start just wrapping this over. It's going to take a little bit, but it's super easy to do, and I'm going to do it until I cover the whole piece. Now I want to make some handles for these, and I decided to use some wire from Dollar Tree. This is like floral wire, and I'm going to use some rope to cover that, and you can add some twine to that to cover the whole piece just to make it match with the floral foam ring. I'm going to make two of these handles, and I'm going to stick one on each side of the ring, and I'm going to use some hot glue and also twine. Wrap that really good and stick it with hot glue, and it's good to go. I want to convert these into a tray, so I need a vase. For that, I'm going to be using just some cardboard that I have at home. I want my vase to be a circle, so I'm going to be just a circular piece that I have at home. This is like a frame that you can get from Dollar Tree. It's a mirror actually. So this is what I use for the shape, and then I just cut it. And if you want, you can leave it like the cardboard color that it was, or you can use the same hazelnut paint color to make it match with the twine. What I'm going to be doing now is to add the twine and cover the whole circle, and it is super easy. I'm just going to be adding hot glue and then adding the twine in a circular shape. Again guys, this is super easy to do. Anyone can do it. It's going to take a little bit of time, but it's going to worth it. Once I'm done with these, I'm going to stick these two pieces together, the vase with the ring, and I'm going to stick that with hot glue, but you can use a stronger glue just to make this whole piece a little bit more stronger. Once you're done, this is how it looks. And if you want to make it look, just to give it like a high-end look, you can add fire to the rope. This is going to make a huge difference on your project. I think it's going to look so much better, and I really like the result. And yeah, this is how my project turned out. It's super easy to do. Anyone can do it, and you can add these on your bathroom, on your kitchen, on your coffee table, and it's going to add a really nice touch with texture on any space. project, I'm going to be using these bamboo wreaths from Dollar Tree. One is bigger than the other one, so you may want to try to find those in different sizes. Now what I'm going to be doing is to put these two wreaths together. I'm just going to put them together by a piece of twine, or you can add hot glue to make it stronger. Now you're going to need another of these bamboo wreaths, the bigger size, and I'm gonna try to cut these in half to make the ears of our bunny. Once I cut these in two parts, I'm going to start working on one ear, and I'm gonna put the bottom part together as best as I can. I'm going to use a piece of twine. You can also reinforce that with some glue, but definitely you have to try to stick these together with a piece of twine first. Once the two ears are ready, I'm gonna put that on the top of the smaller wreath. And again, you can use maybe hot glue or a stronger glue, but just to make it faster and stable at first, you have to put everything together with twine. Once the shape of our bunny is ready, let's try to decorate this and make it look cute. You can do it in so many ways. You can use flowers, greenery, you have so many options. I decided to use these cotton stems that I have from Dollar Tree. I just have so many at home that I decided to do it. I think it matched really good with our bunny. So I'm going to be cutting all of the cotton balls from our stem, and I'm gonna start sticking all of them around the body of our bunny with hot glue. I really like these cotton balls from Dollar Tree, but if you don't find them, you can also use flowers or greenery. The next step is going to be using some greenery just to add some color to our bunny, to make the green pop out a little bit on our bunny, and it also is going to cover all of those empty spaces between the cotton balls. Okay, once we are done with that part, you can leave like that if you want, or you can make it cuter by making a bow. You can use a Dollar Tree ribbon, super easy, and I'm going to stick that with hot glue on like the neck of our bunny. I'm going to be using one of these truffle containers that you can get at Dollar Tree at the party section. And the first thing that I did is to add some tape to be able to paint the bottom part or like the base of this truffle container using some chalk paint in a black color. And then I'm going to let it dry. Once it is completely dry, I'm going to cover the black part of this container with some paper, because I'm going to be using some white spray paint, and I'm going to spray paint like the container on the inside only. I'm going to paint only on the inside of the container because I need the outside without any paint. I'm going to be sticking some rocks in just to make sure that they stick well. You don't want to have paint on that area. Dollar Tree have so many rocks and stones in different colors and in shapes that you can use. I'm going to be using these ones, and I'm going to start sticking these all over my container. I start using hot glue, but then I realized that it needs a stronger glue. So to make sure that they're going to stick well and stay stronger on my container, I decided to mix some hot glue with super glue, and this is going to work just fine. I'm going to add a little bit of super glue first, and then the hot glue, and then I'm going to start sticking stone by stone all over my container, and that way it's going to work so much better. So that's what I did with all of the stones.
Once I stick all of the stones in my container, this is how it looks, and I really like it. But you can see so many empty spaces between the rocks or the stones. So I said, hey, I can use some caulk and add that in between the rocks, and it's going to look just fine. But caulk is a little bit messy, and if I want to clean these later, it's going to be a little bit difficult. So I'm going to be using some spot clean. It's still messy, but it's going to be so much easier to clean later. So I'm going to be using some spot clean, and I'm going to be adding the spot clean on all of the empty spaces between the stones. Now you can see this spot clean is pink, but don't worry, that is going to change once it is dry. Once it is dry, it's going to look white. Now before it dries, I'm going to be using some wipes, and I'm going to start like cleaning all of the rocks and trying to make the spot clean look smooth. That way your vase is going to look so much better. And once you're done with that, let it dry. I'll let it dry for a whole day, and this is how it's going to look. It's going to look amazing. You can add some flowers or greenery, and this is how the project turned out. I really like it. I think I'm going to be adding this on my bathroom. It's just so perfect, and I really like it. It has this high-end look, and it costs less than $5.
If you haven't checked these in a while, you have to stop by this aisle. They start bringing so many really cool and fun stickers that you can use to DIY so many things and name brand stickers like pirate stickers, baby shark, and they have these really cool wall decoration pieces. They have like a 3D effect, and I love them. They're really good if you want to stick them on the wall, or maybe you can put them on a sign. That's a really good DIY that I have to try and show you guys. They also have Raya and the Last Dragon, really beautiful stickers for girls and boys bedroom, and also these boho style that I think are perfect for an office. This world map really got my attention. I love the neutral colors it has and how rustic it looks. So I got that, and I decided to make a DIY with these. I'm going to start by sticking my stickers on a piece of cardboard. You can stick these on the wall, but I want to make like a sign, so I'm going to be sticking these on a cardboard. I decided to make a really easy frame, so I'm going to use these steer sticks that you can get at Home Depot or Lowe's or Walmart, and I'm going to cut them the size that I need, and then you can paint them. You can use any color. I decided to use some wax in antique color, add some water just to make the color a little bit lighter. Then I'm going to let it dry. I'm going to put all of these sticks together with popsicle sticks to make my frame, and then I'm going to be sticking my world map with some hot glue. To be able to hang this, you can add a tooth hanger on the back, and this is how this project turned out. You can create so many really fun and cool stuff with these wall stickers. They are from a great quality. They stick really well, and I want you to let me in the comments what you have done with these wall stickers from Dollar Tree. I need some more ideas. And guys, remember that I post videos every single week with home decor inspirations, and make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. For this project, you are going to need one of these long signs from Dollar Tree, and they come for every season. Mine are from the Halloween section. And I'm also going to be using these crepe streamer from Dollar Tree in white color because I want to create a mommy. So what I'm going to do is to add a little bit of hot glue, and then I'm just going to start to roll over my sign. And my goal was to cover the whole sign with these, making sure that looks nice and you cannot see any of the sign. If you want, you can leave your mommy as it is, super white, but I decided to go with some wax in antique color and with a brush, and I start to paint just to give it like a very rustic look, and I love the look of that, but you can leave it very simple, just white. From there, I'm going to start working on the eyes, and I want to make some really cute eyes, so I use a piece of cardboard. I draw them myself and then I cut them, and I'm going to stick that on one side on the top of my sign. Next, if you want, you can also leave it like that, but I decide to cover the eyes just a little bit to make it look, I don't know, maybe cuter and a little bit more, not realistic, but I don't know, just cute and better. So I decide to cover the eyes just a little bit with a crepe streamer, and then I go over with the paint and I paint those parts too to make it match with the rest of my project. Once I was done, this is how the first mummy looks like, and I decide to create another one, but this time I decide to use another sign from Dollar Tree. This one is a little bit smaller, and I love that because I can have two different mummies in different sizes. I did the same steps as the other mummy. I just covered the whole piece with the crepe streamer, and then I made some eyes, I stick them, and then I'm just going to paint over my mummy using some wax in antique color. Again, you don't have to paint these, but I think it looks a little bit more rustic, and that's the style I was looking for. I put these on my fireplace. This is how my project turned out. I absolutely love the way it turned out, and it was so easy and a budget. It looks high-end, and I can be more happy with this project. For this next project, I'm going to be using a wreath from Dollar Tree. You can use any one. They have so many different options. This is the one that I'm going to be using for this project, and I'm also going to be using these seed pods that you can get right now at Dollar Tree. I think they are new this year, and they are so nice to use them for seed planters or to create some really good projects with them. I decided to create a really nice idea. I'm going to be using some hot glue, and I'm going to start sticking these on of my wreath, and you can stick them in so many ways. I decided to put them all in different directions. I thought that this could be different and it's going to look super nice at the end. From there, you can add some flowers, greenery. I have some at home already, a few small pieces, so you have to add a little bit of hot glue and then start sticking all of like the flower or greenery that you are using for your project. Once that part is ready, I decide to cut smaller pieces of greenery, and that way I'm gonna try to cover some empty spaces from my wreath. It's going to look so much better and fuller. If you want, you can add only greenery and you can basically use it all year round, or maybe you can add some flowers too. It is going to be perfect for spring. So that's what I did. I add a few flowers here and there to give it that nice touch. Now that that part is ready, you should add a piece of twine on the back to be able to hang these, and I'm also going to be adding a smaller piece of twine because I want to hang this watering can that I have. It's super small. It was galvanized first, but I decided to paint it black because I want this piece to look a little bit more neutral and modern. And this is how my project turned out, and I think it's so cool and a great idea using these seed pods that are new from Dollar Tree. We are going to be doing something really cool. You're going to need one of these floor mats from Dollar Tree, and you are also going to need one of these woven rugs that you can get at Dollar Tree too. You can choose this one. It comes in different colors and patterns, so you can choose the ones that you like the most. And what I'm going to do is to stick these two rugs together only on the edges of the rugs. I'm going to be using hot glue to stick these, but maybe you can use a stronger glue like E6000 or fabric glue to really make these super strong. I'm going to be adding the glue only on 3 sides of this rock. I'm going to leave one side open, and that way I can put all of the pillow filling. I am making a bed for my dog, and I just use some old filling, like an old pillow. You can use maybe old towels or things like that to try to make this a very comfortable bed for your dog, but in a budget-friendly way. Once I fill my dog's bed, I'm going to close the other side of the bed with more hot glue. And once I did that, my dog's bed is ready and he loved it. I love how it turned out, and I like that it has this high-end look and that I can put these anywhere in my house and that is going to look beautiful. I love the tassels that this woven rug has, and I think it gives a really nice touch. You can use one cardboard in white color, and you need to cut 2 strips, and I cut mine about 4 inches wide. And you are also going to need these wooden hearts from Dollar Tree. I'm going to be using 2 for these projects, and what I want to do is like a heart wooden box or something like that. And what I'm going to do is to start adding glue on the edges of my wooden heart, and then I'm going to start sticking the cardboard around the wooden heart. Once you start doing this, it's going to be super easy. You just have to add glue on the edges to stick your cardboard strip, and you can also reinforce all of the edges to make sure that it's going to stay there and strong. I'm going to be adding 1 strip on each side of my wooden heart, and once I did the first side, this is how it's going to look. Now for the other part, for the other wooden heart, I want to make sure that it's going to stay strong, so I'm going to be using some Jenga blocks. You can add 2 Jenga blocks to make it a little bit like taller, and that is going to be perfect for these projects. It's going to be about 4 inches wide too, so it is the same size as the strips. I'm going to be adding a few here and there just to reinforce my wooden heart. I'm going to add some hot glue, and then I'm going to stick the other wooden heart. Just have to make sure that the hot glue dries well and that everything sticks well too. Once you have that part ready, you can paint your project any color you want. I decided to go with this really nice pink color from Waverly Shock Paint. I paint these, give it 2 coats of paint, and then let it dry. Once that part is ready, you can add some stickers. You can leave it like that. I decided to use my Cricut and make a decal that says love you. Stick that on one side of the wooden heart of my box. I think it looks super cute, and as a final touch, I'm going to be sticking a white bow on the top part of my heart. And that's all. This is how this project turned out. It's super easy to do. It's budget friendly, cost me less than $4 to make it, and I think it looks super cute and beautiful. It's something different that you can do on a budget. I'm really bad with real plants and gardening, so I thought it could be cool if I made a sign with some pots and faux plants to add on my walls or on my decor. So first I'm going to start by using a canvas. You can get this ones from Dollar Tree or Five Below, and you can remove the canvas fabric, and you are going to be using the frame. You can paint it any color that you want. I use some waxing antique color. Now for the background, you can use the same canvas fabric, or you can use some cardboard. I use a black cardboard from a Dollar Tree, trace and then cut the cardboard the same size of my frame. Now to stick it, you can use hot glue or you can use staples. I use my stapler, and I really like this. I'm going to leave you the link of this in the description box of the video. Now to decorate my sign, I'm going to start by using the pots that you can get from Dollar Tree. I think they come 12 in a package, and they're so cute and rustic to make projects. So I'm going to use them, but I'm going to cut them in half because I want to stick them into my sign, and they can be a little bit big. So if you cut them in half, it's going to be perfect. I'm going to have a total of 5 of these half pots, and I'm going to start sticking them on my sign, and you can use hot glue to stick them, and you can always reinforce them by adding more hot glue later. before adding the fall plants or greenery inside of the pots, I'm going to be working on the decal that I want to make. So on Cricut Designs page, I'm going to search on images and I'm going to write the word garden to see what I can find that I like. And I found this really cool gardening like sign, and I thought it was perfect. It looks modern and beautiful, so I'm going to basically weld these together to make it cut in only one piece. This time I'm going to cut these without a mat because I'm going to be using a smart vinyl. I'm going to select the material that I'm going to be using. It is this white smart vinyl that you can get, and these smart vinyls come in different colors that you can choose from to make it match with your project. Because this is a smart vinyl, you don't need your cutting mats, so you just have to add your vinyl into your machine and it's going to cut your project super fast. Once that part is ready, you can start weeding your decal, and then you can add your transfer tape on top of the decal. I'm going to stick this decal on the top of the sign that I have, and then I'm going to remove the transfer tape, being very careful because I'm sticking these on the top of a cardboard. Now it's time to add the greenery or the fall plants inside of the pots, and I decided to go with different options of greenery and like fall plants that I have on each one of the pots just to make it super fun. And I think that adds a really nice and unique touch to this project. You can maybe add some flowers too, and this is how this project turned out. It was super easy to make. I just used some Dollar Tree pots, greenery that I have at home, an old frame, and my Cricut Maker 3 to make my decal, and I really love how beautiful and modern this piece looks, and I'm so happy to add these to my spring decor. I hope that you liked all of the DIYs that I made in today's video. I'm so happy with all of them and how they turned out, and if you like them, please that big thumbs up. It really helps to support my channel. Let me know in the comments which of these projects is one of your favorites, and make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. Guys, remember to follow me on all my social media pages. I'm going to leave you all of the links in the description box of this video and every single video, and remember to check hoover.com. I'm going to also leave you the link in the description box so you can get your new Hoover and make your life a little bit easy when cleaning your home. Thank you so much for watching, and see you on my next video. Mwah! Bye guys.